Welcome to Celebrity Vibes. Tom Holland getting distracted by Zendaya is so lovable video. Did you realize that Tom Holland and Zendaya are formally courting? This information was showed by Zendaya herself while she obtained the award for her great role. She actually shocked everybody while she stated that she texted her boyfriend regarding Tom Holland in front of the cameras. So what does that suggest? That the couple might be loose to spend greater time collectively in public, possibly sure it approach that Tom Holland gets busier with Zendaya proper no greater than ever earlier, than because she's to the complete world that they may be now formally a couple. We have got already observed that Tom Holland is getting greater and greater distracted by his girl. Have you observed this? By the manner, if not, this is no longer a trouble, because we are gonna ruin it down for you straight away. So the first element that must be stated is their Paris ride. Zendaya had a few work to do in Paris because she's a style icon and everybody became waiting for her at Paris Style Week. She made a dramatic front on the Valentino Girls Wear Spring-Summer 2023 runway show. Simply tacky as study our woman, she seems lovable. Tom Holland, being an actual gentleman and ideal boyfriend, needed to comply with his girl, leaving all of his paintings behind. So while Tom arrived in Paris, the couple had a threat to mix enterprise and pleasures that they'd a romantic date, and they have been noticed holding hands in the Levier.The2, spent a great time together having an exceptional tour of the famous site. The couple seems so adorable taking walks hand in hand via the halls of the Famine Museum. We have been there to experience not only the arts, however, Zendaya as nicely. Simply consider all of the luckites who have been there to identify them. Zendaya regarded lovable with their hair up in a ponytail with some curling tenderlines round her face. As for the garments, she had a large mild blue blouse with the sleeves rolled up for his or her day outer like boyfriend. Tom Holland becomes sporting a long-sleeved white and black striped blouse and black leggings. Of direction, the complete ride failed to make Tom first-rate distracted from his profession. However, suppose that he needed to thrust back his busy agenda to be there with this girl. While Tom and say forestall being so secretive about their dating, many applicasts ended of distracting Tom Holland, and one of the biggest accusations became that Tom Holland determined to take a ruin from social media due to her. It'd sound weird, however, a few fans are certain that Tom simply could not deal with the dislike remarks and messages that he began out to receive because he is courting Zendaya. Do you observe it is actual Tom Holland determined to disappear from the virtual world because it's carried out with haters? Allow us to realize your opinion in the remark phase down below. Even though there is probably a piece of truth on this idea, in fact Tom Holland took a ruin from social for a specific purpose. You could surely check it out on his IG, as earlier than leaving theater published a video wherein he defined what happened. Tom shared his emotions about social media and the manner it influences his mental fitness. I have taken a ruin from social media for my mental fitness because I locate Instagram and Twitter to be overstimulating, to be overwhelming. I get stuck up and despair after I examine matters about me online, and ultimately it is very destructive to my mental status. So I determined to take a step again and delete the app. The actor additionally advocated STM4, a charity app that holds tremendous mental fitness in teens via its app and meetings because it allegedly helped him to experience better. There may be a lousy stigma towards mental fitness, and I realize that inquiring for assist and in search of assist isn't something that we have to be ashamed of. However, it's far something this is an awful lot easier stated than carried out. It is secure to mention that fans have been dissatisfied to pay attention such news, and possibly this is why a number of them accused Zendaya of his choice. Do you actually suppose that Zendaya had something to do with this? If sure, inform us why. However, let's communicate about the adorable matters now, and the manner Tom Holland receives distracted by Zendaya is the maximum tremendous and lovable. We suppose that this video is one of the cutest ones, as Tom Holland notices that Zendaya is getting first fearful and locations his hand on her leg to consolation his female friend. It appears Lika does not care anymore about the interview. He's definitely centered on comforting Zendaya, and this second will simply soften your coronary heart if you have not visible it earlier than the following second of Tom getting distracted by Zendaya. Additionally, first rate adorable. and it has to do with Tom's stunts in the Spider-Man film. It is widely recognized that Tom Holland does nearly all the stunts himself off direction. He's a dub, however the actors simply love to do the whole lot himself. There may be very lovable second in on interview. Well, Tom Holland definitely were given a chunk distracted with the aid of using Zendaya's peak. Yeah, this is a fact that such a lot of people speak Tom and Sayer. The identical peak, and Say is even a bit taller than Tom, and for plenty people this is a hassle. They suppose that the man must be taller than his girl, and again in the day Tom Deo is criticized due to how their peak is for the couple there is no hassle, and Will Zendaya became criticized for being too tall for Tom. She stated, "It is very true normal to ya, it is a silly assumption, that me mother is taller than my dad ye proper. It is like not a peculiar factor for girls to be tall." Tom Holland failed to stay silent as nicely, and discovered that for him it's far even sexier. Well, the woman is taller, she's positioned this available maybe like an inch, or it is now no longer like human beings. Say like how did you men kiss it? Have to had been so coming again to Tom Holland's stance. He began out the interview by explaining that the peak difference made Spider-Man swinging MJ hilariously complex. Tom Holland stated, "Oh yeah, I saw Zendaya could land, and I'm the super harem supposed to appearance cool. And she called land after which I could kind of land like this and my feet could swing from under me after which she could catch me." You possibly realize that Sunday is a chunk taller than Tom is. She is 5'10 and Tom is 5'8, so throughout the stunt Tom's legs swung out from below him earlier vantage down. The actor then began out lugging and looking to display the manner it triggered it in actual existence. It became actually funny and it made the instant even greater hilarious. Well, Tom stated, "It is so excellent hope stuck for a change. It is so excellent hope stuck for a change even." Though Tom coped with this task thoroughly, a few people started out criticizing Zendaya and pronouncing that they do not want to hear her in a brand new Spider-Man film. If third element will ever occur, I become actually hoping for new pals and a brand new love hobby. However, oh nicely, one fan tweeted. Some others stated, "In reality, the only in this is required to properly written the tale is Tom." Well, I hope you do see the characters like MJ Netaguni. Suppose they have to take gain off the clean slate that NWH gave them to actually simply cross in a specific course. Tom Holland is not satisfied to pay attention such remarks, and he felt like he needed to deal with the scenario. Tom defended his girl and stated that Zendaya's ideal for the function of MJ the factor is Zendaya. She is aware of that from being in set together with her. Everyone is always complimenting everybody. What I love about operating for Marvel is how welcoming and type everybody is. She has this kind of large following on Instagram and the majority of these human beings are keen on her and all of her. I experience like our technology of human beings are transferring on beyond this whole concept, which you cannot forge the person who is no longer in the proper race of an individual and stuff. And I actually suppose we are breaking via and converting all of that's a ideal for it. She's so effective and so strong-willed, and it is not going to shake her in any respect. Do you observe Tom Holland and Zendaya are the maximum lovable couple ever? Do you've got your favorite moments of those experience? Lissetto proportion it with us in a remark phase down below and recall to look at the subsequent video about Tom Daya. See you there, Zendaya. And I had been speaking a load of trash to every different you have talkers domestic. Then at a propose a few platforms sir, an Apple box greater I communicate to you the greater fear.